Yes, because retail therapy solves everything.
Yeah, well, no, we gotta go to the store because it's store required. Also, Alice...
I still love the premise of it all, where it's just like, yes, this global event where all of these trading cards just randomly fell from the sky, and
just
only
fell from
the
the sky
kids
and
were
everyone's
aware.
playing this game, yeah.
and then these two, like, 12-year-old boys go on the internet and they're just like, hey, we made a game. Do you want to
Dan
play
and
it?
Shun literally just invented the rules. There's like cuts, there's flashbacks in the anime of Dan like looking back with Shun on like, hey, what if we did this with the game? I'm like, hold on, you got these just cards, and suddenly by just doing something, you managed to implement like hard set rules that just automatically judge themselves and like pull themselves up. Like, I don't know how that worked.
It's also like, what is it that they did exactly where everyone was just like, sure, and agreed with them on it being the official rules?
Yeah, because they're like, I mean, we can't get actual game designers to do this. They're too busy making games.
Like, I can imagine it's just like how the rules were created was they took the cards and then they just made a thread on NeoGAF.
They went on Reddit and asked if anyone had any ideas, but no one on Reddit had any good ideas, so they were like, can we go to GameFAQs? No, there's not a thread for this. NeoGAF. There we go. Stan Kuso, guys, sounds like he knows his stuff.
Yeah. How old is he? Like 13? Sure.
Yeah. I especially like that it's very reminiscent of Yu-Gi-Oh! In several ways. Like, one is that this is the thing of their series. Like, you know how every shonen has the thing. So,
yeah.
Dragon Ball has, like, fighting and martial arts. And then Yu-Gi-Oh! Has the card game. Pokemon has, well, obviously the Pokemon. This has the thing being Bakugan. But what's more is, it's a game that just kind of happened into existence, and for some reason, like, according to this game at least, you can buy Bakugan? Like, you can get them? And, like, the thing with Yu-Gi-Oh! Is, like, yeah, it's a card game that the ancient Egyptians played. I'm like, okay, where do they make the cards? Where do the cards come from? How do you get more cards? If these are, like, imbued with...
They just go digging through ancient Egyptian tombs and just find a bunch of booster packs, like, with the foil on.
Yeah, because it's so weird, because in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime, like, they mentioned, oh, there's only 4 Blue Eyes White Dragon cards. Okay, how do you know that? Do you have, like, a list of printings? Is this a super limited edition run?
I also love that Kaiba has all 4 of them and decides to tear one of them in half. And I'm just like, well, if you lose or destroy one of your other 3, you're kind of screwed there, aren't you?
Yeah, I think my favorite thing was, I remember during the Minecraft Hardcore, Dean mentions that a guy went into a trading card game shop and pulled a Seto Kaiba with, I don't think it was a Black Lotus, but he pulled it with like a very expensive Magic the Gathering card.
Oh my god.
It was some kind of land. It definitely wasn't Black Lotus. I don't think it was anyway. Or maybe it was.
I also love that so much has happened to Yu-Gi-Oh! In terms of its rule set and balancing, wherein people will look in the briefcase that Kaiba puts on the desk in episode 1 and just goes, what makes you think you can get a Blue Eyes with these cards?
I know, I saw that too, of like, they're, like 90% of those cards were garbage. I think Classy made a point of that in his video on the old TV shows, didn't he, on the old cartoons?
I haven't seen that.
I don't know if it'll still be up because the way I don't know if he merged his channels or what, but it was a video he did on just like old cartoon shows. So he covered Shaolin Showdown, he covered Yu-Gi-Oh, some other stuff on there.
Who is Boy talking to? He just walks into his room and just starts going, "This is my room."
I can change my clothes.
I wish I could get him to like automatically cue the voice cues, but he waits a little bit. Collection, we don't have anything, I don't think, that we can swap out.
Yeah, you probably have like those 3 and then Leonidas.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we have a second deck now with Leonidas, who just replaced Serpenoid, who literally got 1 battle and was like, okay, you're super weak, though. Hey, guess what? Now we can add a hat, glasses, and gloves.
Yes!
We can also change our hairstyle. But we can have, wrist bracer gloves, which we can't see the wrist bracers because we have a jacket. We can have blue gloves, We can have biker gloves. We can have fingerless gloves. We can have Mickey Mouse gloves.
I want the Mickey Mouse gloves.
I,
Honestly.
I don't know why they're there. They just are.
What are they called? Like in
Just
game?
white.
Just white.
Yeah, just refer to as white. And then there's like fingerless. There's Shun's gloves, Dan's gloves, and then you've got.
They're not even gloves. They're just white.
I don't know. I feel like he'd wear the fingerless ones because they look like edgy biker gloves.
Yeah.
Because like I wear fingerless gloves a lot, but it's like it keeps it from smudging up my stuff, like drawings and stuff.
It's like when I think boy, I think he's like he's secretly a Kingdom Hearts fan.
This is, I think, the closest there is to a fedora, is the kind of bucket hat.
Let's go with the flat cap then.
Which would be
the fourth.
Oh yeah, I've got one of those actually. I've got one of those on right now.
I want to get one of those because I mean I've just got one of those like Welsh farmer hats. I really want to get like one of those like baker boy caps where it's just like they're really puffy.
Yeah, what color is his hat? What is boy's hat's color?
Grey. I'd say grey.
Okay. And then we can give him glasses. And we can actually tint the shade of the lenses to make them shades.
Oh my god.
And
he wears shades indoors. He is someone who wears shades.
The third one's sporty. This is well, let's real quick pick a rim color, I guess. Red, black, blue, or white for the rims.
Black.
Okay. These straight up Master Roshi GT glasses.
They look like Google glasses.
They actually do. In fact, I
with
can.
How they are,
if you
with
see
how
like
only
now,
the top frame.
I choose red for the frames. These are straight up GT Roshi glasses.
Oh my god.
Which I am a-okay with because those glasses are amazing. Well, we don't have the doofy hair anymore because of the hat. I forgot about that.
I should change my clothes.
Oh well. It's like someone just puts the hat on him and he's just like, my mohawk.
I can change my
Yeah.
clothes. or
Dan's
check
like,
out my
no. He looks better without the hat. Marucho's like, I don't think so.
What?
Julie's just like, I think he looks kind of cute with the hat. Julie, you shut up.
This is the other thing I'm thinking, right? So it's like when you think boy, and he walks into a building. Like, what do you think his main theme would be? Like any song in existence.
What should I do?
What's that?
I should save my progress.
What's that Tomska song with the with Kermit?
I don't know.
Of like Kermit just like beating and maiming and murdering the children. I'm just like, I can see that. So the store we can't buy anything at yet because we don't have monies. So we're gonna go to the park and we're gonna beat up Akira for his lunch money.
God. And then we'll send him to the Doom Dimension.
And then we'll send him to Bakugan Hell, except people can be res from it because plot convenience, and this is a kid show.
Because plot convenience, alright? It's the rules of the Doom Dimension, right? Basically, when you land in the Doom Dimension, there's a billboard that says that if you're a main character with a talking Bakugan, you can get out no problem.
Well, the other thing was, like, they asked, they were, like, straight up telling, like, Apollinaire and all of them, like, yeah, we'll only help you if you release all the Bakugan from the Doom Dimension. They're like, but we can't do that. And they're like, oh, well, too bad. And they're like, fine, we'll do it. I'm like, what, you're hesitant to release these guys who were sent to their untimely death? Also, they're not dead? What? And then, like, Runo gets back to the normal world, and, like, we see the basket again that was almost empty, and it's, like, all full again. It's like, oh, the Bakugan are back. Wait, how did they get there? Going in with Leonidas? Ventus War?
Yep.
Let's go beat up Akira. Give us your lunch money, nerd.
Yeah, nerd.
Oh man, that trailblazing, like, now loading text.
This mac and cheese is pretty damn good.
That is good to hear.
Mm.
Shuji and Akira, you guys are not even important enough to appear after this series. Oh, we do kind of have the mohawk.
Doesn't Shuji like change his main element every goddamn episode or something?
I think so, because he's like Darkest at one point, Ventus at another, Subterra at one point. I remember I was doing my test playthrough, just like a little bit of the game, and I chose Subterra, and I went up against Shuji in the tutorial. I was like, oh, we literally have the literal exact same deck. Let's just throw down a vacuum. I like that the gate cards do actually look like they do in the tabletop game, but it also looks kind of out of place because it's clear they use like a scan or something. So they look super like realistic. Yeah, here you can see from behind BOII, you can see what remains of his mohawk sticking out.
Oh my god, he's pushed it back.
I'll save Juggernoid for the lightning gate. He'll get a huge boost from that. That'll help him out.
Like, if he pushes back his mohawk like that, that means that once he, like, takes the hat off, it's going to stay like that for quite a while.
Oh man, I need an artist, like, interpretation of his helmet hair kind of thing. Watch this, I'm gonna skip Akira's turn, and he missed.
What was that?
Yeah.
I did nothing.
All I just think when I see, like, any anime hairstyle is just, like, you think of that character's bedroom or their bathroom where they've just got God knows how many products on the bed, on, like, the bedside table. It's just, like, cream and putty and spray everywhere.
Oh yeah, like, with the characters who have, like, the Goku, like, the Toriyama levels of anime hair. How do you know you're a main character in an anime? Oh, easy. You've got to have really freaking crazy hair. Look at this. He didn't even aim at the gate card.
I want to do that now. It's just like, Joe, this hair's a violation of our school dress code, but it makes me a main character, okay?
Well, we understand that, but we can't just have a bunch of main characters running around. Do you know what kind of things we're going to have go down? There's going to be political uprisings, demons summoning themselves from the underworld.
But main characters.
Main characters cause all the problems.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is literally like, you can do nothing to Akira, and he will still inevitably lose because he can't stand a single Bakugan.
Oh god.
He's a bit of a pushover at this point in the game. Oh, he actually stood a Bakugan. I forget, he like stands maybe a Bakugan occasionally. Rarely.
Sometimes, when he feels like it.
Which I didn't remember him being Subterra with this. I remembered him being Ventus. But that was when I was Subterra.
They probably like rebalance it or something, depending on the element you choose.
For a moment I thought you meant like they patched on like, I don't know about you, Joe, but this we ain't connected to the internet. Oh, you son of a...
No, I mean, they did have something along those lines. Not with this game, but with the Wii, where any like official Nintendo games that required a newer Wii OS would come bundled with that OS. So it's like you put the disc in and it immediately updates your console before you can play it.
Oh, screw you, Akira. Well, at least I made him burn another ability card. Yeah, I noticed when I'm trying to install Project M, and I'm doing a bunch of stupid like character skin mods, and I noticed that I had to have version 4.3. And I noticed that I actually already had it, despite almost never connecting my Wii to the internet. I think it was because I had Skyward Sword. Must have come with it. And here I take the lead from a 60G deficit, and I mess up at the end and still have like a 20G lead, 24G.
That was the other thing I also found hilarious with Skyward Sword, that update that it needed to have, where one of my friends just went, oh yeah, I couldn't finish Skyward Sword because I got this really annoying glitch and I ended up trading off the game, and I just went, you know, there was a channel, like a free channel on the Wii Shop channel where you could download it and patch your save file, right? And he just went, what? Like, it was literally the original copies of Skyward Sword had like this game-breaking bug, and you had to patch it out by getting this free channel off the Wii Shop.
See, I didn't have that, and my copy I got at Christmas, it was one of the collector's edition ones.
I bet that collector's edition paid off.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Fair
And
enough.
I also needed it actually because I didn't realize I've acquired Wii Motion Plus. I didn't have one of those, so I was very thankful I got it. I think because I want to say you can actually play it without the Wii Motion Plus, but it won't work properly. I think that's probably where a lot of people, if that is the case, that's probably where a lot of people complain about the motion controls. Oh, those suck. Well, were you using the Wii Motion Plus? No, because what made me think of that was Aaron said on Game Grumps, like, oh, the game was made before Wii Motion Plus was thing. I was like, are you kidding? It was one of the few games to use Wii Motion Plus. And now I'm starting to
Because
think...
I mean, it's like, I boosted up the game, and I think it did like command that I use Wii Motion Plus, so I have no clue.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like because the Mo Plus was like it was a little bit dodgy because of how it worked much differently to how the Wii Remote worked on its own. In that, pardon me, because of how the original Wiimote was all based around strong gestures, regardless of your positioning. Whilst the Mo Plus didn't do any of that, it was all purely based around the tracking and positioning and it respective to the sensor bar. And that was also why pointing with it was a bit more dodgy, because when you use the Mo Plus, pointing with it used the motion sensor and not the IR pointer.
Yeah.
And so that meant that even with pointing, it would go out of sync occasionally.
Yeah, but the thing was, like, if it is possible to play without Wii Motion Plus, and if Aaron, like, is convinced that it was built before Wii Motion Plus, it was one of the few games that could use it. That may mean that he didn't use it, and that may be why he complains so much about the motion controls. That he just straight up didn't have the Motion Plus, and now I'm like, I want to try and see if I can get Skyward Sword to function literally at all without the Motion Plus.
It's still the thing with Skyward Sword where it had a few structural issues where even if it didn't have motion controls, I would still see it as one of the weaker Zeldas I've played.
It had a lot of really good stuff going for it, though. I still thoroughly enjoy that
definitely. It had some good things going, but it didn't keep my interest too long. I think I stopped playing the game when I got into the Fire Temple, and that was like, what, 8 hours in?
Dude, did you not get to the Sand Sea at any point?
No.
Oh my god. Dude, okay, so Elden Volcano's a bit slow. You gotta get through there, though, because Elden Volcano has some good stuff. But when you get into the Lanayru Desert, that's where the game is like, oh, yes, this is good. This is really good. You've got to get into the Lanayru Desert, because once you get into the time shift stones and stuff, that stuff is rad.
Hey,